What's up, guys? It's your boy, Benny. I want to state that it is our official policy to not make fun of the disabled on this channel. But if you are an elected official and you happen to also be disabled, well, we're kind of in a tough spot, right? Because it's our job. It's our actual obligation to make fun of and ridicule politicians, no matter where they come from, no matter what their stripe is. And John Fetterman is just like too easy, man. Like, look at John Fetterman. This is an interview from yesterday. John Fetterman with a gigantic head attached to his head, attached to his neck, and then not making any sense on camera. He has to use a speak and spell there on his phone in order to see what people are saying to him, because John Fetterman spent most of his time in the Senate hospitalized after a stroke. I mean, it makes you feel bad for him. If you loved John Fetterman, if you were one of his family members, if you were married to him, let's say, like your evil wife, like Jill Biden or Giselle Fetterman, well, then maybe you would want your husband to be put into a hospital or a recuperation home, where not the Senate, which is, of course, the world's most expensive nursing home. Here's what John Fetterman said yesterday to Fox News. Tell me if you can, like, understand this language.
You basically dared House Republicans to launch this impeachment inquiry. Now they have.
Yeah.
Do you regret it?
No, please don't do it. It's just like those dangerous men.
Okay, hold on. First off, that's Senator Bob Casey is another senator from Pennsylvania. That's like his head on taped to his shoulder. The Fox News reporter doesn't like ask a question. Why are you walking around with another senator's head on your body?
Over there, you know, the cheap thrills and everything. I don't know. It's just, to me, it's just like if they got to do it, they got to do it. You know,
Are you
it's a political loser.
Are you confident?
Okay, and then secondarily, you can see here when he puts his arms up that he's using the speak and spell there, because he has to have actually a iPad or a phone to read what people are saying to him. This is how impaired our United States Senate is. It's not the first time that John Fetterman, has been accused of wearing another senator's face throughout the Senate, and we'll get to that in just a second. There is a clip of John Fetterman's initial reaction to the impeachment of Joe Biden in the House. Watch.
This news that Speaker McCarthy has formally launched an impeachment or has said he's going to.
Oh my God, really? Oh my gosh, you know, it's devastating. Ooh, don't do it. Please don't do it. Oh no.
So we gotta run back to the office, but
Okay, and then he's dragged away by his staff, right? Much like Joe Biden. But it's this shot right here from that clip that makes a lot of people say, whoa, hold on. John Fetterman, who is known for his schlebby demeanor, for wearing clothes like this to the United States Senate. Cut away here for a second. This is what John Fetterman regularly wears to the United States Senate. It would be like the kind of clothing that an unemployed gym instructor would wear to the welfare office, is the way that John Fetterman dresses. But he's also very well known for his tattoos, okay? He's very well known for the tattoos on his arms that are very, very visible. And what people are saying is that the tattoos that exist on the, around his arms, right, which are very meaningful to John Fetterman, are not visible in this, and how would you get rid of these tattoos? In fact, John Fetterman is a little bit sensitive of this topic because he wrote an entire op-ed for MSNBC about how Tucker Carlson thinks his tattoos are fake. What? Well, that's a little strange. Let's just jump over here to this article from a year and a half ago. John Fetterman saying, Tucker Carlson wants to talk about my tattoos. Let's talk about them. I have 9 dates tattooed on my right forearm. Each one of them is a date someone died violently while I was mayor of Braddock, Pennsylvania. Well, that's not good. And then this is a photo here, you can see, of the zip code of Braddock. There's a giant tattoo there on his forearm. And here are a bunch of tattoos right there on his forearm as well. And so people go from this image, right? So let's just take, let's just take this image. People go from this image and then they go to here and they see this and they go, where the hell did your tattoos go, brah? I don't see any tattoos there, right? So let's continue to investigate this mystery. John Fetterman, by John Fetterman. Do you think John Fetterman actually wrote this? If John Fetterman actually wrote this, it would just be Wookiee noises. Earlier this month, Fox News' Tucker Carlson went on a 20-minute rant about me. The whole thing was unhinged, as you'd expect. But one line stood out about my tattoos. All your stupid little fake tattoos, calling them a costume. So let's talk about my tattoos, blah, blah, blah. Is Tucker Carlson trying to tell us something? That John Fetterman's tattoos are fake? Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the initial video. Nobody doubts its authenticity. Nobody doubts that like there's anything doctored or manipulated here. What people are saying is that John Fetterman somehow had his tattoos just evaporate for some reason. You know, effectively saying there are two John Fettermans. Okay. Hate to be that person. Somebody please explain to me why the tattoos on John Fetterman's arms have totally disappeared. The tattoos were deeply personal to him. They represented zip codes, Braddock, blah, blah, blah. Does laser tattoo removal work that quickly? I don't think so. Why to get them removed? What's going on here? Okay, so they have these photos of John Fetterman with the tattoos in a somewhat similar position as this. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's what people are saying online. There are also videos that are popping up. Let's go ahead and watch. So, you can see here, people are claiming a recent video of John Fetterman is a clone, not real, because they can't see his arm tattoos. Watch and see for yourself. So, like, can you actually see the tattoos? Are there two John Fettermans? That's the question at hand. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and answer that. So this was community noted, saying the image on the right is from a recent video in which the arm tattoos can be seen, just not in the frame shown. So people are saying that you can see the tattoos and you can't just see them. It's just you're not able to see them in the frame shown. Okay, well, we went ahead and looked. Let's go ahead and look. Because, and I will note this, that John Fetterman has made fun. We feel that this is a fair question because John Fetterman himself has effectively confirmed that he has a body double. What do I mean by that? We believe that this is all in jest. John Fetterman's joked about this himself directly.
It's me, Senator John Fetterman, and I just want you to know that I'm back and I'm feeling great, 100%. And, you know, during my time during the hospital, the fringies really came up with a conspiracy that I have a body double. And I just want you to know that is just crazy. That's not true. And dude, John, what event am I supposed to be doing this afternoon? Dude, really?
Just the two of us. We can make it.
Okay, all right. Okay, so listen. I think it's funny. I think it's funny. So John Fetterman's made it a joke about this, so it's a fair question to ask. So here we go. Here's the actual clip. Now, right there, you can sort of see the tattoo right there. You can see the tattoo of the zip code. And then the other arm, it's really hard to see, but you can kind of see it right there. Right? Enhance. You can see the zip codes of all the people, all the dates that people died right there. But I will grant to the people online that this is a very strange angle, and you cannot see them in what you would assume would be very, very visible and very easy to see the undersides of your arms tattoos. I will grant to everyone that it does look like the tattoos disappeared. However, I believe there are single frames that do in fact cause the community note to be validated, because this did get community noted, and we generally like community notes. We like the memes as well, and you can see here that, you know, the tattoos is John Fetterman super weird guy? Should we be questioning his mental fitness to be in office? Somebody please explain to me where the tattoos went inside his forearms. There you go. You can see here another image, obviously, of the tattoos inside of the forearms. John Fetterman, again, it's compelling. It's compelling. Cat dirt. It's a miracle. Only 3 weeks, John Fetterman got a total head replacement. He must have some good doctors. Come on, guys. John Fetterman's made jokes about this himself. But unfortunately, the harshest joke was when they forced John Fetterman to introduce Joe Biden.
Now, I'm standing next to the president again, next to a collapsed bridge here. And he is here to commit to work with the governor and the delegation to make sure that we get this fixed.
Delegation.
Fast as well, too. This is a president that is committed to infrastructure. Yeah, and then on top of that, the dual kind of a law of the inflation bill that is going to make sure that there's going to be bridges all across like this, all across America getting rebuilt.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay. All right. Well, okay. I mean, again, ladies and gentlemen, perhaps we should be focusing on what he's doing inside of the Senate and less about whether he has a body double. Although I do love these questions, and we do love doing this research. Does John Fetterman have a body double? This is the evidence that we've seen, and this is the conclusion that we've come to. But we believe that is a far more important conclusion is whether John Fetterman is abuse of a disabled person to be putting him in office. Because clearly it is, like, actually, right? Like, and that makes us actually that makes us the best people in John Fetterman's life because we're the only ones trying to protect him. Why do we always end up like this? We're the ones who want Joe Biden to be put into a home, Mitch McConnell to be put into a home. Any person that actually cared about these people would want that. And John Fetterman deserves that as well. If you need further evidence of that, here you go.
Is it staggering? Is it a staggering responsibility that the head of a bank could literally crash our economy? It's astonishing. That's like if you have, I mean, like, and they also realize is that now they have a guaranteed way to be saved by no matter how, you know. So it's you know, isn't it appropriate that this kind of control should be more stricter to prevent this kind of thing from going? Or should we just go on and start bailing and sailing whoever bank, regardless of how their conduct is? You know, I'll give you an example. The Republicans want to give a work requirement for SNAP. You know, for a hungry family has to have this kind of penalties or some kinds of working required. Shouldn't you have a working requirement after we sell your bank with billions of your bank? Because they seem to be more preoccupied than SNAP and requirements for works for hungry people, but not about protecting the taxpayers, you know, that will bail no matter whatever does about a bank to crash it. Chair?